Well, hi guys, just want to share some information with you. I purchased a new air compressor uh, for my train horns, and here it is. This one goes up to 150 max psi, and I'll show you that in just a second. I'm just giving you a overhead shot of it. This was $129 at Walmart, $130. And if I were to go to Home Depot to get this, it would probably be $300-400. So I tested it yesterday. Works fine. It's holding air pressure. I don't hear no hisses, no leaks. So I'm satisfied with it. That's been there since yesterday, and I kept the air pressure in there just to see if it was going to drop any more than that, and it's held that since overnight. So yep, I'll give you a quick tour of it. Regulator, safety valve, your little regulator switch where the black wire's going in. This piece here, so where my finger is, this box, black box, is your regulator. No, this is the regulator, air regulator. This black box is the switch to shut the compressor on and off. And this piece here, gray piece, has a little thing inside there that when the pressure builds up to 150, it shuts the switch off inside the black box. So it's a oilless pump, which I feel is pretty good. Yep. There's no oil in there, as you see. It's sealed bearings. The bearings are all sealed. But at a distance, look at how big that monster is. I already blew my train horn with it, and I was able to make one long blast like a regular locomotive. So this is my new present. So on July 4th, and July 4th, around here. Yep. The thing I like about this, and compared to my other little compressor that I gave you a video on, is that this is the drain plug. See that little valve? My other air compressor that's smaller than this, made by the same company, does not have that air valve. So that's kind of a good thing. There's the little switch right here. This is the sensor that feeds it back. I don't know if you can see that. I gotta move this hose. If you look right there, there's your solenoid. So if I were to turn it on, you'll see that move. It's not plugged in, so it won't go on. I don't know if you're going to see that move because my camera is not focusing right. Well, that little thing right there, there's no electric onto it, so I'll show it to you. Sorry I'm shaking the camera so much. This little piece right there comes down to right there, and right there it touches metal to metal. This little arm right here, so when it's in the on position, so right now it should, when I turn this little thing here is controlled by this switch. Now it's touching metal to metal, which means when I turn this red switch like this, if it was plugged in, that would turn the pump on. That's the off position. So if anybody ever buys this compressor, you always want it to be facing like that before you plug it in. So right now you can plug it in like this, but if it was in the down position like that and you go to plug it in, you're going to have a real big spark at the electrical outlet. Something I never experienced. But there's, I don't know if you can see the motor back there, but that motor is pretty big. Oh, it has a starter back there. Well, there's the motor right down in there. I don't know if you can see it. Motor's all right here. I'll take this cover off maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet, and show you guys the motor one day. But it's covered. But up there, I think that's a starter generator. It's also connected to this. Oh no. I can't. It's too dark in there. I don't know if I can. No, I can't do that. But anyway, it's a real big motor. Enough to handle what I need it to handle. I like its setup, I really do. They said to run it for 30 minutes after you purchase it, so I ran it from 10:30 to 11 p.m. With no problems. Show you the piston in there. There's your piston rod. Pretty big size piston rod. Let's see if you have a better shot. Yeah, there it is right there, I think. Yeah. That's a pretty good size piston rod. Almost as big as a lawnmower piston. So that's my compressor, my new compressor for my train horn. Made by Campbell Husfield, same company. There's my other compressor with the train horns. Smaller one. That's only 110. It blows these, but I don't like it. I like the train horns, but I don't like that compressor. This compressor is only used for bike tire applications, riding mower applications, to fill up the tires. But yeah, that's my little train horn set up. Yep. So those actually go good.